Hey everyone, I am Mary Beth Powell, your 2025 president of the Greensboro Regional Realtors Association. And we are lucky enough today to have three of our industry experts to kind of go over what our fourth quarter stats are for 2024. And we are going to start off with Lolita Malave. She is going to give us the scoop on Randolph County.
Hey, thanks so much, Mary Beth. Good afternoon, Hilburn and Heather. It's so nice to see you ladies in the new year. So the stats for Randolph County, they're looking up. Yeah, y'all. So let me make the rundown for you pretty quickly. New listings are a little bit down, but that's okay because it is the wrap up of the fourth quarter, which typically encompasses our holiday season, but it was only down by 3.4%. So that's really very negligible. But boys and girls, here's where we go. We had 286 closings in the fourth quarter. That's really, really good. Keep up the good work. And days on market have gone from 25 to 34 days on market on average, but that's to be expected. We're becoming a more balanced market. So that went up a little bit, but here's really good news. Our median sales price in Randolph County has gone up to $265,000. So that means that, the pricing is right, our agents are getting it right, we're negotiating properly, and we're holding to our pricing. And we are at 97.4% close to list price. So we are holding our value just under 100%. And we currently have about 238 houses in our inventory. That was at the end of Q4. With that makes out to about a 2.3 month supply. So that's a healthy market. We're just wishing for great things for Randolph County.
It definitely sounds like we're heading in that direction. So those numbers sound good to us. And I know Randolph County is going to have a strong year this year. So thank you so much for sharing that insight with us, Lolita.
My
And
pleasure.
next, we are going to have Heather Dodson. She is going to go over our Guilford County stats.
Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Lolita and Hilburn. I am excited to share that Guilford County was up over the fourth quarter in 2024 over the 2023 fourth quarter. So some of the numbers that we're looking at is in the fourth quarter of 2024, we had 1,264 properties, new listings that came on the market versus the fourth quarter in 2023, that was 1,314. So that was down a little bit, 3.8% for the year. So not too bad. We still had a good amount of new listings coming on the market. The biggest jump was a little bit of days on market. Now, days on market went up 14.3%, up to only 32 days on market, which is still most properties selling within a month. So not bad at all. That was up from 28 days on market in the fourth quarter of 2023. Now, our median sales price has also gone up a little bit as well. Our median sales price in quarter four of 2024 was $322,000 versus $305,500 in 2023. So that's a 5.4% increase in home prices, which also brings me to the average sales price. That increased as well, about 3.3%, which in quarter four of 2024 was $372,000 versus $360 that was in quarter four of 2023. So the prices have jumped a little bit, but not too much, 5 and 3%. Now, the percentage of list price received has gone down a little bit, but only 0.3%. We're still seeing about a 98.5% listed sales price in quarter four of 2024, which in quarter four of 2023, it was 98.8. So not too big of a change there. Now, we do have 855 inventory of homes on the sale in quarter four in 2024, which was up 6.9% over 2023, which was 800 homes. So that's staying, a little bit higher, but still a good amount of inventory on the market. The biggest thing to take away is we're still only sitting at 2.1 months of inventory in quarter four of 2024, which still brings you to basically a seller's market. Quarter four of 2023 was 2 months of inventory. So it's a 5% increase. But even though we have some inventory on the market, a lot of listings are selling. We're still seeing a lot of pending sales, but we're still sitting in a seller's market with only that 2 months of inventory. So Q4 of 2024 wasn't too much different of Q4 of 2023. So we're still moving things over here in Guilford County. Thanks, Mary Beth.
Thank you. We appreciate the information, and it sounds like we've got some hardworking realtors also in Guilford County. Still a good time to buy and to sell. So thank you for the information. I will be interested to see how those numbers change in the first quarter of 2025. Fourth quarter can be kind of a weird time of year to do the stats, year end with holidays and election years and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see how those numbers adapt when we get back with you guys in first quarter. Last but not least, Rockingham County, we have Hilburn Michael, who is going to go over the stats in our area for us.
So thank you, Mary Beth, and thanks, Lolita and Heather. Yeah, bringing up the rear with Rockingham County. So the statistics that I'm going to go over reflect a very strong market that has held steady for the past year. Looking at new listings in Rockingham County, we saw an increase. We're at about 11% comparing Q4 2024 to Q4 2023. 2023, we had 302 listings, and that's up to 335 new listings this year, Q4, which was great. Closed sales was also up a little bit, 2.3%, but that's a good sign. Days on market, this is a number that jumped out at me, has increased from 32 days to 45 days. And so that is a jump of 40.6%. Houses are sitting in the market a little longer, but like Mary Beth just stated, like Lolita and Heather, I'm echoing their words that Q4, of course, encompasses the holidays, all the things that Mary Beth talked about, and the political and lots of things going on. So not surprising to see that number, but it has jumped. This is good news. The median sales price went up in Rockingham County. It went from $200,000 to $235,000, which is a 17.5% jump, which is very, very good and very encouraging. The percentage of sales price to list price went down just a little bit. Fourth quarter of 2023, that number was 98.4. Fourth quarter of 2024 went down to 96.5%. That's, I think, can be explained by the economy and the factors, outside factors that we've all mentioned. The inventory in Rockingham County has gone up. This time last year, Rockingham County had 204 houses on the market. Now, fourth quarter shows 257 houses, which is an increase of 26%. Hand in hand with that, the month supply of inventory also went up 25%. It was 2.4 months of inventory, and now fourth quarter 2024 showed 3 months of inventory. And so it's gone up a little bit, but more houses are slowly entering the marketplace. But I expect, as we see every year, that in the spring things are going to pick up, and it'll be interesting to watch the figures as we do this throughout the year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Hilburn. It sounds like we need to sell a few more houses in Rockingham County and tighten up those days on market, and I'm sure that's what we'll see in first quarter. We have so many great things going on in Rockingham County, as we do Guilford County and Randolph County. So I'm kind of excited to do the comparisons in a few more months from now. Do you guys have any other insights that you would like to share? Because I know I personally lean to you guys as experts in the industry. And so anything that you can offer to our viewers, I'm sure would be much appreciated, whether you're a buyer, a seller, or just a fellow realtor. I know that they would respect your opinions and foresight as much as I do.
I believe that the name of the game moving forward for the next while, as a listing agent, it's about price condition and making sure that your sellers are in a reasonable position to understand the market. And that's our job, to explain the market. It's not the media's job. We are in the trenches. We are doing the work. You need to go in with valid, comparable figures and not just an idea.
I
Your
agree
job is
with you
to
so
work.
much, and that does fall on us. Ultimately, the buyers and sellers have to make their own decisions, but I feel like if you put in the work in the beginning to show them, because in such a market that changes so much, we really have to rely on the facts and the numbers and the comparable properties to kind of guide us. And the difference that I've seen is that if we put in that work, those are the listings that move. The ones that are based on numbers from 6 months ago, 9 months ago, those numbers are irrelevant. And we can't let our clients live in the past. We have to stay very current with the numbers, and that's why a platform like this is so important.
I agree. It's really about educating our clients on what's happening in our local market versus what's really happening all across the US. I mean, our numbers are still holding pretty steady comparatively for our market, but some things that have changed, we're not seeing as much multiple offers. We're not seeing as much over asking price closing. So while we still are having a lot of properties coming on and pending sales and all, we do still need more inventory. And, things are not selling as quickly as they were before. But within a month or 45 days, most properties that are selling, that's still really good. So
I agree.
I'm
And the
excited.
thing we have to keep in mind is that our buyers are savvy. A lot of times they do research on their own, and they are watching. It's our jobs to help guide them and give them the information that they need. Because when they're ready to move and these listings are priced properly, they're moving quickly. And if they're not, they sit there, and that contributes to our days on market.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of power in these numbers. And I think that as agents, we can use these numbers when we're talking to our sellers. Tell them, don't expect your house to sell in 3 days like it was a couple of years ago. You may not get list price. You may come down because the percent of sales to list price has gone down, and lean on these numbers to educate your sellers and your buyers when you're going in. And all these statistics are readily available to all of us, which is great. That's really good news. And we can use these and pull out the statistics that are going to help you most, in your particular market. There's a number in here, I think, for everyone that you can grab onto.
Absolutely. I think these numbers are important, like you said, not just for us as realtors, but for us to make sure that we convey on a consistent basis. Because, if days on market, if we hit 45 days, then we should have done quite a few updates during that time period. We don't do it at the beginning and then let it go. Those numbers and those comps change as properties close, and we need to be aware of what those numbers, how they affect our clients. So that's what we're here for. So if you guys don't have anything else, I want to thank you guys so much. Your expertise in this field is much needed, and it helps all of us and reminds all of us that this market is constantly changing, and we need to be aware of those numbers. So I look forward to meeting back with you guys and updating everybody on the market. And I know it's going to be a great year. 2025 is going to be awesome. So we are only looking up from here. So thank you guys so much for your time, and can't wait to see you again soon.